No, Dark Veracity, you missed the ice cap. We stole Ice Cap's hat, and then when he was just ice, we destroyed him. And by we, I mean me. That one was all on me. The chat was screaming at me to stop. Freezing rain lands as a liquid and freezes on contact? Oh good lord, that does sound horrendous. Trees snap in half. Okay! I've never been more glad to live in Australia. See, just because the internet is like 80% American, or the English-speaking internet is 80% American, you tend to sort of get used to hearing Americans and Canadians and everywhere in places that have snow bitch about driving in snow and how people suddenly lose their minds when there's snow on the ground. I'm so glad I've never had to deal with anything like that. In Australia, you just get spider rain instead of freezing rain. I'd like to say no, that's ridiculous, but we do. The spiders all come inside when it rains. It's a nightmare. We do get bowling balls of ice smashing through windows though. It doesn't do snow. It gets cold. It gets to like probably lowest is -10 at night here. But like, we're in the warmest part of Australia too. It does mean that the summers are awful, which is why I am always complaining about being hot, but... So it's like California was an entire country. Pretty much. Except Tasmania. Tasmania does sometimes get a dusting of snow. Okay, act. Decorate. We'll add some googly eyes we found on the ground. There's a lot of googly eyes on the ground here. I've got no idea how to dodge that. Act. Gift drop. Undecorate. Thanks for nothing. That's fair, I feel. One of my children has a spider already. No! What was it? We were watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine last night. And, oh, what did they say that was your chore? Ugh. Decorate! No, it was still gosh darn teenage googly eyes. Okay, now we fight. Go ahead and laugh. Oh, come on, really? One more round? I wasn't aware there was a nice part of Australia. Australia is actually fairly nice. The whole thing is fuck you. The whole thing is fuck you to stupid people, and then there's a bit that's fuck you to everyone. But as long as you use even the vaguest modicum of common sense, you're fine. Where's the nearest save point? I feel it's back. The States gets a lot more extreme cold and extreme hot, while Australia's more temperate. I like living somewhere with almost no insects. That is the dream. I would like to live somewhere with 0 insects. Oh, that was a quick gift trot encounter. Okay, we're now two-shotting gift trot. .15C is cold, but it's not like freezing cold. That's just like normal winter temperature, wear a jacket sort of cold. Yes, where is this mythical land of no insects? I'm asking for a friend. Okay, so you're in California. Is California the one with the good work? Well, the good for America workers stuff too? I tend to run warm. 15 is a jacket for me. Other people who are not crazy tend to walk around in t-shirts. Although I hold that they are crazy, and I am the only sane one. California is also the one where it costs actual limbs to rent housing. Maybe worth it. That depends, like, is it a limb each month, or is it just like one limb forever? Australia is actually, one of the highest cost places, highest cost of living places, and a lot of that is housing cost. Like, we earn a lot more money comparatively, but we also pay a lot more in rent / mortgage. At a limit year, I'd estimate. What do you do when you run out? You get evicted. That's 4 years of housing, though. Yeah, I said it snows in Tasmania. Up here, snow is just a figment of people's imagination. My best friend, like, I was born in Tasmania, but my best friend was born here in Queensland, and she went to Tasmania. Yes, she went to Tasmania once, and she was so amazingly excited about seeing the snow. We were just like, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna put anything on you. I'm going to end your misery, God. Really? Stop hanging in there. Just make this easier. Not on you, but on me. Okay, we must be close. We were at 7 the last time I checked a save point and it was telling me anything, so... We own like half of Antarctica? I think it's more like a third. And does anyone really own Antarctica? Apart from the penguins? Housing costs are skyrocketing in Toronto and Vancouver. We're a year or two out from the nightmare economy collapse that happened in 2008. Ah, the GFC. During the GFC, our Prime Minister gave, basically gave money to everyone. It was a financial stimulus package. Yes, I am aware how stimulus package sounds. But it was actually the right thing to do. And Australia came through the GFC just fine, and has spent the last few years just floundering and going, okay, what do we do now? Like, I'm glad we weren't hit as badly, but at the same time, I wish things were picking up at the same pace that they are for things over your guys' way. Like, youth unemployment is still ridiculous. All the employment we can find is only part-time, there aren't any full-time positions going, housing costs are awful, groceries are awful. Fuel is okay. You didn't know about the Global Financial Crisis acronym? I don't know, I think that's what, like, everywhere outside the US and Canada was calling it. I just desperately want the economy to stay okay until I graduate and get a job. I'm very glad that the GFC happened when I was sort of finishing high school, starting uni. It meant that I didn't have to think about anything for a while. Of course, now I'm in the position where I actually have to think about things, and things are still shit. Ah. In a game where I'm murdering everyone, it's not the most depressing thing that's happening today. She's just mad we can't buy cheap stuff from the US anymore. I am slightly mad about that, but to be fair, if we try to buy anything from the US now, it's like an extra 30% tax on it, and we have to pay like 50 bucks in shipping. Come on, Gift Trot. Gift Trot. Where are you? I need to murder the whole family of Gift Trots that live here. I know that it's just set to randomly spawn a Gift Trot every so often, but I like to imagine that there's a family and I'm murdering them. The imports are dreadful in Australia, but we have Tim Tams locally. I think the Canadian dollar and the Aussie dollar are about the same at the moment, but the Aussie dollar's a bit, just a tiny bit shittier, and our shipping is much more horrible. I like to imagine there's a family and I'm murdering them. Ashkatom. Loving the out of context quotes. Yeah, when we had access to nothing, we had to buy from the US. The thing that's mainly biting me with, shipping from the US is makeup stuff. I used to be able to get, like, we don't have drugstores here. And, all the cheap makeup brands here are the price of high-end makeup brands in the US, and all the high-end makeup brands are the price of go fuck yourself. So I'm really sad that now everything, I can't get the makeup basically. Digital distribution is a godsend. Steam is the best. We have chemists, but they're not like drugstores in the US, like drugstores are like variety stores in the US basically. Like we don't have, fuck, what are the names? Like Walgreens or Rite Aid, or I don't think Walgreens is actually a drugstore. I'm trying to think of all the names I've heard in the beauty videos that I have watched, and I can't think of any. No, we have chemists, but they're all medicine focused. They might have a makeup, like a makeup display rack with brands, with very common brands like Revlon and L'Oreal. CVS, that's the other one. But mostly our chemists are like Panadol and tampons and foot cream, that sort of thing. Probably the closest thing we have to like a US drugstore